Hello everyone and welcome to another Super Science video with the Master Regional Library. I'm Miss Stephanie, one of the children's librarians here, and this month's experiment will be about lemons. And you may think, what good are lemons? They're sour and they don't taste good. Well, actually, lemons are a fascinating fruit because their juice is acidic, and that's what makes them taste really tart and sour. And you can do a lot of cool experiments with lemons. You can even make a battery out of them, which would take some materials that you probably don't have around your house, but if you want to ask your adult to try it, I'll include a link to that experiment at the end of the video. But the experiment that I will be showing you will be a lemon volcano. And for that, you will need a lemon. I have a couple extra just to make it a little more explosive, but you only really need one. Some food coloring, a pie tin, a butter knife to cut the lemon. If you're having trouble, like ask your adult to get a sharper knife to cut it. 2 craft sticks, dish soap, a small plate to cut your lemon on, some baking soda, and a spoon. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first step we're going to do is we're going to cut our lemon in half. And before we do that, we need to cut the ends off so they lay flat in the pie tin. And so we've got one end. Let's flip it over and do the other. And if you're having, like I said earlier, if you're having trouble with the butter knife, get an adult to help you with a sharper knife, because some lemons can be tougher than others. But this one seems to be cooperating with me today. And then I spoke too soon, maybe. Let's see. There we go. So I'll cut this one in half too. All right, there we go. So we got our 2 halves of the lemon. And I've already cut a few more lemons, so let me get this pie tray over here. And I'm going to put the ones I just cut over here. And the next step of what we're going to do is we are going to put some dish soap on them. We're going to drizzle it. So let me move it over so you can see a little better. No, sorry, the first step we're going to do is we're going to put some food coloring in. You don't have to do this, but I'm just doing it to make it a little more colorful. So I'll put a few drops of each color that I have. Here's some green. Here's some blue. And here is some red. Okay. Then what you do is you gently drizzle a little bit of dish soap on it, all the lemons, like this. There we go. So we'll put that aside, and then we don't need this knife anymore, so we'll put that aside too. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take this craft stick, and you're just going to poke that lemon several times just to get the juice, because the juice is the acidic part. And what we're trying to do is we're creating a volcano, which is a type of chemical reaction. So and this can get a little messy and smell a little lemony, but it's a lot of fun. And I have the lemons in this tin because you're about to find out, because it can get really messy. Alright, so I got a lot of the juice out. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the baking soda on, which is, I said how lemons are the acid and the baking soda will be the base, which will cause our chemical reaction. So we just need a spoonful of baking soda, and then gently sprinkle it. Oh, we got some action going on over here. Let me get some more baking soda for the other ones. There we go. And as you can see, it's bubbling up. It's creating that chemical reaction. And if you put a little bit more, and then if you want even more of an explosion, you can get your craft stick back out, and you can just poke it to get more juice out. See, here we got some more bubbling over here. And there we go. Oh, there we go. There's a good one right there. So you can see the nice bubbling reaction. And you can try to see if you can do this with other fruits as well. There's some fruits that can be kind of have acidity juice as well, like grapefruits. But I found that the lemon gets the best reaction. So there is your lemon volcanoes. All right, I hope you really enjoyed doing that lemon volcano experiment just as much as I did. And I just quickly have 2 books to share with you about lemons. The first is When Grandma Gives You a Lemon Tree. And this is a really fun story because there's a girl, all she wants is a robot dog and a drone and a computer for her birthday. But do you know what she gets instead? A lemon tree. And she's like, what do I do with this? And it's a really great story about what she's doing with those lemons, and great pictures and just a lot of fun to read. And for a longer story about lemons, here, let me show you this chapter book. It's called Lemons by Melissa Savage, and this tells the story of 10-year-old Lemonade, who's moving from San Francisco to Oregon to live with her grandfather that she's never known before because her mom has just died. And despite that there are some very serious moments in the story about Lemonade dealing with her mom's death, she always remembered what her mom told her, to always make lemonade out of lemons. And even though life has given her a lot of lemons right now, as she's dealing with meeting her grandfather, making new friends, just moving from the city to the country, like, she deals with it really well. And this book has some really funny moments in it because she teams up with another 10-year-old named Tobin, and they form a Bigfoot detective squad to try to find evidence of the Bigfoot that's supposed to live in their woods. And they have a lot of fun adventures doing that, and so I highly recommend this story as well. And it was a Virginia Reader's Choice as well. So thank you for joining me for another science video. I look forward to sharing more experiments with you soon. Have a good day. Bye.